Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're doing great. Hope you had a great week. Hope you're having a great start of the weekend. And welcome to your daily update on XRP. We're going to do a full update here on XRP. We'll talk about, a little bit still the move that we had over the course of Thursday, which was obviously the main move that XRP had, but also the price action afterwards, right? Because what we have seen so far this week is great. We got a lot of momentum. We filled all of the major imbalances to the upside. So we still have some imbalances left to the upside, and I also think we still have a naked point of control somewhere there. That's all fine, but the biggest fair value gap that we needed to fill was around 3.4, 3.35. So we filled that, found resistance there as expected, and what I said in my video yesterday, to do a brief recap of that, is I said, all right, we're going to pull back into 3.25, 3.2, which is what we did. We pulled back into the top of that fair value gap, and there's some strong Fibonacci's there, and then based on the reaction to that level, we're either going to get a real breakout, because ultimately the main level that we need to break to really get bullish again on the higher time frames, right? Because on the lower time frames we are bullish, right? On the lower time frames, I was already bullish on the XRP on Sunday and Monday when we had just found support, right? So back then we were already bullish on time. Now we got the move up higher. But now I do need to see some more bullish confirmation technically, but it could also be fundamentally that we can get a continuation. Because what I said yesterday is that we needed to get a strong reaction at 3.25 and 3.2. By the way, my apologies for the bad audio. It just came to my mind, but I know it's bad. It will be better again tomorrow. Recording on my laptop again. And I actually have to check if the right audio is recording, but okay. But have we seen a strong reaction so far to that level? I don't think so. Now, what we do have to say is that the markets as a whole right now are very strong. If you take a look at the total 3 right now, it's incredibly strong. It's nearing resistance though, but it's incredibly strong. If you take a look at others, it's very strong. So all of the indicators and all of the factors around the crypto markets are signaling bullish buy. And then we look at XRP and we think, well, we had a lot of momentum, but the follow through after that momentum was relatively weak. So that's why at this point of time, I do think on the higher time frames, XRP will be able to break out. XRP will be able to reclaim. I think XRP will be able to keep this momentum going somewhat. But I think it's a little bit more likely if you take a look at the recent price action of XRP and you combine that with the general time in the markets right now, and you combine that with something like the total 3, right, which is the total market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, being at resistance, at this point of time, I'm going to tell you that I think it's a little bit more likely that this level between 3.4 and 3.35 is too strong to break through with this type of momentum. I think it's more likely that we're going to drop down a little bit deeper into 3.15 and 3.1, where we still have some imbalances. We have the 30-day rolling VWAP, we have the 50 EMA, great level. And that from there we'll find support, maybe consolidate a bit, and that from there we'll be able to reclaim and rally up higher. Which is a bit risky because for me to say, because obviously there is a lot of momentum in the market right now, right? And we could just easily blast through 3.4 from here. If you think that's more likely, I completely understand, right? But I have to make a decision when I make these videos. What is my prediction? And look, it's crypto. A lot of things can happen. So I always have to go for the thing that I think is most probable, is most likely. And for the things I've mentioned in this video, so the decreasing momentum, the price action after the rejection, the general position where the altcoin market is right now, and the fundamentals, I would say it's a little bit more likely we'll do this, and that from there we'll be able to get a strong reaction. I also think that level at 3.13, 3.1 is a decent buy area for a trade, for a hold, I don't know. And that from there we'll be able to find support and actually continue new bullish momentum. But I think late longers right now are going to be forced out first. But those are my thoughts, right? I will definitely keep you updated on that. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll be back with a new video tomorrow. Then we'll also talk a little bit about next week and what you need to know about that. So keep your eyes open for that. But for now, have a great weekend. Take care and bye.